Hey, welcome to our mobility stability videos. Today we're going to be doing some stuff that you guys can do in your gym, most likely. Most gyms have a foam roller and a lacrosse ball, which we're going to be using in just a second. And what we're doing today is geared to help you guys work on your squat depth, your mobility in the squat, and your stability in the bottom, as well as your explosiveness coming out of it. Remember, stretching is dead. We're not here to stretch anymore. Lengthening of muscles doesn't happen in a 15 to 20 second stretch. It will give you additional range of motion, which risks injury, and it's only a temporary gain. Not worth it. Okay, stretching will make you slow. We're here not to be slow, but to be fast. So we're going to start off our movements with some foam rolling and some lacrosse ball work. I'm going to show you guys each of the movements. Obviously, the rep schemes are written up on the blog as well. So go onto the blog, read through the rep schemes. The whole thing should take you about 10 to 12 minutes to get through. Watch the video once, go back through it, pause it when you don't know what's going on, and rewind. It's the beauty of the internet. Okay, so we're going to start with foam rolling. Okay, we're going to start off with the inside of the leg. So what I want you guys to do is lay down on the foam roller so it's perpendicular to your leg, right? It should make a cross. The foam roller and your leg should make a cross. We're going to get down onto the floor, leg on top of the foam roller. You're going to roll nice and slowly up towards the heart. Okay, putting all of your weight on the foam roller. Come back up at a little bit of a quicker pace, taking your weight off the roller. We want to go back down. Should spend about 15 to 20 seconds on each location. Maybe figure that's 10 to 12 passes on each location. Remember, we're applying the weight as we go towards our heart, and we're taking our weight off as we come away from our heart, because we want to push all that bad fluid up towards the heart so we can get everything pumped through the body and get that soreness and achiness out before we start. This is not breaking up scar tissue. It is just moving fluid around to make you more mobile. Okay? So we start with the inside of the leg, then we're going to go to the top of the leg. Okay, so we're going to put the foam roller right underneath our leg right here, lay right on top, slide straight back. All right, all the way up till you feel that bone in the front of the pelvis. Straight back down and back up. Okay, all the way down to the knee, up to the pelvis. Same thing, 10 to 15 slides. In this case, you can just pull your leg right off, place it back on, and roll back. Okay, then we go to the outside of the leg. Top foot comes in front, bottom foot threads through the needle. Okay? Hands on the ground, slide right through. Same thing, from the outside of the knee, all the way to the bottom of the hip. Okay, your hips, guys, are here. Your hip bone is here on the side. It's that only bone you can feel out there. This foam rolling on the side should be done from the knee to the hip bone. Okay, and remember, the muscles that we use a foam roller for are always going to be muscles that we can pin the bone between, the muscle between a bone and the roller. If we don't have a bone to pin the muscle between, it's not going to work. You're just pushing muscles around. Okay, so now we're going to move the foam roller off to the side and move into our lacrosse ball. Okay, if you don't have a lacrosse ball in your gym or you don't have one in the house, you can purchase one for about $5. Okay, put the ball on the ground. We're going to go right to the back of the hip, right over here. Okay, if you put your fingers down your sides, you'll feel that little hip bone. Okay, behind the hip bone, you're going to make a C on either side. There's a C there. You're going to put the ball on the ground underneath your hip and roll straight around the hip, making almost like a little half moon, a crescent, forward and back. Spend about 30 seconds on each hip. In areas that feel a bit more uncomfortable, stay there for a second, right? Notice my knee's bent and my hip is flexed. If my leg was straight like this, we wouldn't get as much tension on the muscle. So make sure you bend that knee a little bit, bring that hip up, little circles around the hip joint, okay? And remember, I'm showing you these movements one time on each leg. You're going to be doing them on both legs. Okay, so 30 seconds on each hip with the lacrosse ball, 10 to 15 seconds on each leg in each region with the foam roller. Okay, so now we're about 2 minutes, 3 minutes into our mobility. What we're going to do next is some leg swings. So come over here with the camera. In your gym, you might have a squat rack, a pole, a bar, whatever it is. We're going to go inside, outside leg swings first. Okay, it does matter. The shortest head of your hamstring muscle is located on the inside of your leg. If you try to lengthen your hamstrings or work your hamstrings front to back first, you're going to find yourself limited by the shortest head, which is on the inside of the leg. You need to work the inside first. So we're going to come over here. In my case, I'm grabbing a stool, swing your leg inside and back out. All the way in, all the way out. 10 swings with the right leg, then with the left leg, all the way in, all the way out. Let it go. Don't think about trying to stop your leg. Just let it swing. Okay? Should feel that on the inside of the leg on the way out and on the inside of the leg on the way in. So 10 swings with each leg, then we go to front to back. Grab right onto that same thing you were just holding, straight forward, straight back. All right, 10 swings forward, 10 swings back with each leg. Okay, one set of that, and we're done with our ballistic stretching, if you will. The next thing we're going to do is squat, sit to stands. Okay, these are one of the most important things that I do before I squat and before I deadlift. Okay, they're going to help you with thoracic spine mobility and stability, as well as your hips. So you're going to come straight down. Feet are going to be at 10:30 and 1:30. Heels underneath the hips. Arms go straight up. Drive your way back into the heels. I don't need to teach you how to squat. You already know. Squat all the way down. Then hands come to the floor. Back stays nice and neutral. We shoot our ass straight up. Stand up. Okay, so again, arms up. Squat straight down. Hands to the floor. Up. Arms up. Squat down. Up. Okay, these are going to work on eccentric loading of the hamstrings and also eccentric loading of the squat. So we're not working on coming up just yet. We're working on going down. Okay, we're creating tension while our muscles lengthen. When you finish with your squat, sit to stands, what you're going to do is duck walk. Okay, so the duck walk is going to work on holding your stability at the bottom. We're going to sit down at the bottom of our squat. Make sure to keep your chest up. You don't want to be here when you're duck walking. Make sure your chest is up. You have a t-shirt on. Everyone should know where you're coming from. Make it proud. Keep the t-shirt straight up. 10 steps forward with each leg. You do 10, and then we go back for the same 10. Okay, this is going to work on your ability to bounce up out of the hole at the bottom and also to create some hip mobility. Okay? Up next is the last thing that we're going to, the second to last thing we're going to do. We get it from yoga. This is the up dog, down dog. Okay, what we're looking to do here is create some mobility in the thoracic spine and shoulders, as well as the low back and hips and hamstrings. So we're going to come down to a push-up position. And what you're going to do is you're going to press yourself straight up, rock yourself back so that your head comes through your shoulders and the weight goes down into the heels. Then we're going to come straight down and press yourself up. What that's going to do is give you some length in the abs. Come back up, drive the ass back, down to the heels, come down, press the chest up. Okay, we're actively stimulating your abdominals when we come up, which is going to allow you less resistance when you try to extend your hips during the exercise, which is squatting today. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to excite your nervous system, okay, with an exercise called the squat tuck jump. So we're going to go back to the same position we were in previously, which is standing with the feet at 10:30 and 1:30, heels under the hips. We're going to squat all the way down, and then when we come up, we're going to tuck jump. So we jump straight up, knees up. Okay, we come back down, up, knees up. All the way down. Okay, 10 of those. What we're looking to do with that, build some explosive energy, engram a little bit, let your brain talk to your muscles before we get ready to go. Okay, now you're ready to go in, grab a nice light barbell and start working. Or if you're at home, you're more mobile than you were yesterday. Definitely more stable than you were yesterday. Until next time, thanks for watching.